the entire state of California. That's more than the population in Canada, and more than the population of over 160 countries, according to worldatlas.com. 35 million people. That's the number of people who have Alzheimer's disease in the world today. Today I'm going to talk to you about what is Alzheimer's disease and why we need to stop it now. Alzheimer's disease is a disease that destroys your brain cells, eventually causing a person to lose memory and their ability to do daily functions and tasks. Both of my grandparents had this disease and died from it, so I saw firsthand the horrible effects of the mind-robbing disease. Unfortunately, it has a survival rate of 0. No one survives from this, and there is no cure or treatments for it today. However, at a time when it's needed most, and this cure is needed most, government funding for Alzheimer's disease has decreased, when the prevalence for this disease is only expected to grow drastically in the coming years. How do you get Alzheimer's disease? In order to curb the growth of this mind-robbing disease and save ours and future generations, more funds need to be allocated to research for Alzheimer's disease, and awareness across the country needs to be raised. So the basic facts about the disease to start. What is it? It happens when plaque builds up between the brain cells. It can go in the brain cells and in between the brain cells. Here we have a picture of a healthy brain and a brain with Alzheimer's disease. And you can see that there's a lot of shrinkage in between the cells. There's more space. The Alzheimer's Association has classified the progression of the disease into 7 different stages. In stage 1, there's no impairment, but by stage 2, the patient may start to feel memory loss, though others around them may not actually be able to tell that they're having memory loss. By stage 4, the person forgets their personal history, starts forgetting basic things. By stage 5, you forget your address, your phone number, basic facts that most people know every day. Stage 6, you lose awareness of your surroundings. You don't know the days of the week, you don't know where you are, and that's one of the harder stages to take. By stage 7, you lose your ability to walk, talk, smile, hold your head up by yourself, your muscles become rigid, it's harder to swallow. Pretty much a person in stage 7 needs help going to the bathroom, eating, getting dressed, doing everything. It's pretty much like you've gone back to your little baby. But there's a really great risk for people over age 65 with this. Every 5 years after age 65, your risk doubles. By age 85, most people have a 50% risk of getting the disease. And there's no treatment or cure, so we must do something to stop this disease before more people die from it. The prevalence of this disease is expected to rise in the next 40 years. According to the 2010 Facts and Figures report, 5.3 million people in the U.S. currently have Alzheimer's disease. That's the entire state of Maryland, according to the Census Bureau. 13% of people who are over age 65 have Alzheimer's disease. Every 70 seconds, someone will develop a new case of Alzheimer's disease. And this year alone, there will be 454,000 new cases. So as you can tell, this disease is rampant and needs to be stopped now. The future is grim for it. By 2030, 7.7 million people will have Alzheimer's disease. That's a 50% increase from right now. By 2050, 11 to 16 million people in the United States will have Alzheimer's disease. Most likely this is going to be someone that you know, someone you love could have this and could die from it. You could even die from this because by 2050 we're all going to be aging. This doesn't even account for the unpaid caregivers that are affected by this disease as well. Right now, there's 10.9 million unpaid caregivers, according to the Alzheimer's Association. By 2050, every 33 seconds, someone new will have Alzheimer's disease. So we're going from 70 to 33 seconds in 40 years. The disease is affecting a large portion of this country, and again, we need to stop it. Why do we need to stop it? Right now, it's the 7th leading cause of death, but mortality rates are growing. I'm going to pull up a chart for you. As you can see, most leading causes of death have decreased in mortality rates, but from 2000 to 2006, Alzheimer's disease has increased by 46.1%. So the outlook is grim, and with no cure being found, it's continuing to kill people. Okay. We need to raise awareness and allocate more money to Alzheimer's research to stop it. According to the National Institute of Health, in 2006, $643 million was allocated to Alzheimer's research, but next year it's only expected $480 million to be allocated to Alzheimer's disease cure research. So while this disease is increasingly becoming more and more deadly and killing and affecting more people, they're decreasing the amount of money that's able to go towards researching to find a cure. So how can we raise awareness and prevent this from happening? First off, we can donate to the Alzheimer's Association. We can get involved with the Alzheimer's Association. They host events like Memory Walk. That's this event really similar to Relay for Life that I think everyone would benefit from getting involved in. With Memory Walk, you raise money, it's your typical walk, and everything goes towards Alzheimer's research. November has also been declared National Alzheimer's Disease Awareness Month by whitehouse.gov. So during November, it'd be a great time to start getting involved in the Alzheimer's Association and start raising money and telling people around you about the disease. Also, you can write to your local congressman and encourage them to help petition for more money for Alzheimer's research. I saw both my grandparents die from this disease. I saw them first get diagnosed, forget who we were, lose their ability to talk, pretty much function. It's horrible. It's one of the worst experiences you'll ever have in your life, and I would hate to see anybody else have to go through that. So in conclusion, the disease will continue to affect and kill millions of lives if we don't find a cure. We need to raise awareness and funds to protect ourselves and future generations. 3.5 million people are going to die from this. 2 of those are my grandparents. In the next 70 seconds, that could be someone that you love.